I'm all over the fucking place. Hello, horror and Halloween fans. Welcome to day 5 of my 13 days of Halloween. And today what I'm going to do is a movie review. And I'm going to be doing a review, it's a quick little review of the movie Trick or Treat. No, not the 2007 Trick or Treat with Sam. Yeah, so I'll be doing Trick or Treat from 1986. And this movie stars Mark Price, who, if you are a child of the 80s, as I am, you will remember him as Skippy Handelman from the TV show Family Ties. And he plays Eddie Weinbauer, who is a metalhead, outcast kind of kid with very few friends. And of course, he's picked on by the typical 80s cliche bully, because every movie in the 80s had a preppy or jock bully. I have this whole look for the bully, and there's no exception in this movie. It's a typical 80s bully. So yeah, he's bullied by the cliche 80s bully, school bully, and among others, pretty much the whole school. And he's a huge fan of the rock star Sammy Kerr, a who is from that hometown. So he's a huge fan of him. One of his few friends is the town radio DJ Nuke, who is played by Kiss's Gene Simmons. And he goes to visit him, and Nuke gives him a rare and last ever demo from Sammy and by Sammy. Last ever recorded demo by Sammy. And his love interest is a popular girl in school who's really sweet, because usually that's another cliche in the 80s. Either the girl's a complete jerk or she's like super sweet and she's stuck in with the popular crowd, but she sympathizes with the underdog. And this is what happens in this movie as well. And she invites him to a pool party. Of course, it's a pool party full of all the popular kids, so you can imagine what's going to happen when Eddie shows up at the party. And yes, it happens. He's humiliated, and he goes home angry, and he says he's going to get back at everybody. He's going to nail them all. That was what pretty much he said. So he gets home and puts on his Sammy Kerr demo and pretty much tears his room apart. And at some point, he ends up playing, because he has it on a record album, and back in the 80s, you could physically turn the turntable, so he plays backwards. And everybody knows if you play an album backwards, then bad things happen. And this is what happens. And he's communicating with Sammy, and Sammy's telling him all these things that that he's going to help him get revenge and all that fun stuff. And then there's this whole thing that happens with there's electricity and Pepsi that helps Sammy come into the real world, kind of like because before that he's kind of like this Freddy Krueger kind of thing going on. He's able to get into the real world, and then he can wreak havoc. So then there's a bunch of other things that happen that are disjointed and strange and typical 80s stuff. And there is one part that's kind of funny. It's another cameo by Ozzy Osbourne, and he plays a televangelist preacher, because this movie came out around the same time as the PMRC, which was headed by Tipper Gore, and it was just a bunch of really bored housewives who needed to assert their authority by trying to stop the evils of music and rock and roll and heavy metal. And I mean, they went after everybody from Madonna and Prince to Judas Priest and Twisted Sister and everybody in between. And of course, the whole movie just kind of goes on this whole thing. And there's this school scene where Sammy's playing live to everybody and decides to start like shooting everybody with his guitar or whatever he's doing, and starts blowing people up. And he ends up killing the bully, and Eddie gets the girl, and the whole thing. He's able to destroy Sammy Kerr with none other than water, because water, electricity. Anyway, the movie soundtrack is I actually like the movie soundtrack. I mean, I've heard mixed reviews about the movie soundtrack. It was kind of put together to hopefully become like a hit soundtrack, and that didn't happen. But written and performed by the band Fastway, and Fastway was comprised of and named for the guitarist Fast Eddie Clarke, who is formerly of Motorhead, and also Pete Way, formerly of the band UFO. And they put together their two names and made the band name Fastway, and they did the soundtrack for this movie. I used to play it to death back then. I still play it. I love it. It's got some really good music on it. And I played it on cassette back in the day, so I couldn't play it backwards because it was a cassette. But yeah, it's awesome. So, and of course, feeling nostalgic, I looked around for a Sammy Kerr trick or treat t-shirts and that kind of thing. And I just happened to find I wanted to mention this and add this because I happened to find this Halloween awesomeness. I happened to find this artist named ChadSavage, and I will put the link to his website below, The Dark Art of ChadSavage. And he also has a shop called Sinister Visions, and I found some really cool t-shirts on his Redbubble shop, and I'll put a link to that as well. There's a series called The Cult of the Great Pumpkin and Halloween Saints, and he did his Halloween Saints series. He's doing that for the Drawloween for this year, and so far he's got five images out, and a lot of them are on t-shirts that you can get. One of them is Sammy Kerr from Trick or Treat, and he's taken basically the premise of the series is he's drawn Halloween icons throughout entertainment as saints. So far he has Sammy Kerr from Trick or Treat, Sam from Trick or Treat, Billy Butcherson, if you remember from Hocus Pocus, the movie Hocus Pocus, Mr. Dark from Something Wicked This Way Comes, and Mound Shroud from the Halloween Tree series. So those are the ones he has out so far, and I'm really eager to see what else he comes up with throughout the month for images for Halloween Saints. I think that's a really cool series, and he does amazing artwork. So check out his page. I'll put the link below. Check out his Redbubble store if you want to pick up a t-shirt or mug or whatever. Those are all down there. So yeah, check those out. It's because he's got some really cool stuff, and I'm glad I found it. And thought I'd mention because you'll probably think it's cool too. So that is my disjointed as disjointed as the movie review of Trick or Treat, 1986 metal classic. And so yeah, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. If you have checked it out, check it out again. Especially if you're an 80s metalhead, brings back some memories. Some good, some bad. We won't talk about it. But yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching. This is the end of this video. So please, if you like it, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon so you can see the next video. And please comment below what you thought of the movie. And if you have any memories of our beloved metal laced mess that was movies that was very awesome and very crazy and very ridiculous, all wrapped into one decade of stuff. So yeah. So until next time, keep on creeping on and stay metal.